What is going on, guys? Acclaimed Sheepdog here, and this will be your intro, but this is after I came in and have done all the cutting and testing that I've done. So we will go to those parts after this part. We're going to do specs, and we're going to inspect the blade after all the beating that I put on it. So you will see after I come back in from beating it through thicker limbs, I was still able to cut paper, and after stabbing it multiple times and pounding it into that stick, the blade is still intact, and it still has a dewable edge on there compared to knives that I've seen. I mean, it ain't carnival knife dull, it's still gonna cut paper. Okay, so this is the Kershaw Emerson CQC-4K. Okay, the overall length on the knife is 7.3 inches. The blade length is 3.25 inches. It is a spear point blade style, and it's a hollow grind. Okay. It's a HCR 14 MOV, so what you can expect out of this is what you expect out of HCR 13 MOV. It's a good utility, everyday. Still, it's not going to be amazing for a hard use folder, but it amazed me after we came back in and after we beat it up, it still cut paper and cardboard pretty good. Okay, so you're gonna have a G10 handle on this side, then regular on this side, and this can be orientated for right or left handed tip down carry. On all Emerson knives, including these ones, it will have a regular straight head for the pivot, then smaller Phillips head. Be careful, I stripped one out on the body here, trying to straighten it out. As you can see, it's a little crooked there. That's my fault. I was trying to loosen it up, never did get it to where I wanted it. I tried to loosen the screws and push the blade over. I had it, but from beating on it outside, I must have knocked it off center. But anyway, this does have the thumb disc and wave opener. The thumb disc is removable, as you can see by Phillips head. This is made in China. Okay, so it's the Kershaw's Emerson, so everybody can get their hands on an Emerson design without paying the crazy overpriced price tag, because you're just paying for the brand name. I mean, it is quality, but there's quality out there for cheaper. You're just paying for the warrior name, I think. But anyway, this knife is 4.10 ounces, so it's not light for what is it, a 3.25 inch blade length, and it's the cutting surface of the hole. So for a 3.25 inch blade, 4.10 ounces is not completely impressive. Okay, but it carries the weight well. It's not like a brick in your hand like some hefty knives does. It will have a well balanced feel to it. There is jimping. It's not amazing jimping, but it is useful. Not so much for bare hands, but if you're wearing gloves, you can get in there pretty good. And that wave feature also always acts as a thumb ramp, so that always works in your favor too. So if you're pushing down hard, as you saw in the video that I show, when I was stabbing down, it wasn't slipping out of my hand, or I wasn't right up on the blade. That's because of this. I guess you can see that choil right there. It gets in the hand nice. It feels good this way, or reverse grip. Just feels good. Okay, It is a frame lock, you can see. Also, this knife will come with 3 or 4 replacement screws, and if you want to adjust anything on the body, you're probably going to need them. The screws aren't the best. It will come centered. That's my doing, because it was kind of tight out of the box, honestly. I like mine a little loose so I can flick it open, and it's just not happening. So I gotta go back and redo that. But anyway, that's pretty much it. The price point on this is $33.95 on Blade HQ's website. I got this off Amazon. I think it was like $32. If you want to check on there, maybe it's cheaper, or maybe even on eBay. But they call this a tactical knife with a 3.25 inch blade. I'm not too sure about that. EDC, perfect for it. Perfect EDC blade. Good utility knife, good utility steel. This would be a good second blade to carry, or maybe even a primary blade followed by a smaller blade. That saber grind ain't gonna make it the best for an outdoors blade. I'd prefer a flat grind for if you want to make a fuss stick or something with a little one and you don't want to use a huge fixed blade. You can do some finer work with a smaller folder, even though that it shouldn't be for grinding against heavy wood and stuff like that. This steel's kind of made for like utility, for cutting cardboard and stuff like that, but we all use our knives for whatever we want. But anyway, this video is going to be long, so stick with me. More videos on the way, guys. Plenty more videos on the way. But this has been Acclaimed Sheepdog. Enjoy the rest of the video. What's going on, guys? Acclaimed Sheepdog here, and I was able to get out and record some outdoor testing, so I just got some sticks here. Today we're going to be working out the Kershaw Emerson. This knife retails around $30. This is the Kershaw line of Emersons. These are the Chinese-made Emersons, so everybody can get a taste of Emerson without paying the price point on an Emerson, which range from $180 to $250, and that can go way up. This is a HCR13 MOV. As you can see, got a tan G10 scale and a regular on the other, just a regular steel, I think that is. But this is made in China. This is the Kershaw what is it? The 4K, the CQC-4K. Okay, so just so you know ahead of time, this was not completely sharp out of the box, and also it does have the wave feature. You can see you can deploy that out of the pocket. I'll make a video showing how to deploy that out of the pocket, but we're just gonna see what we can do here. Like I said, this was not impressive out of the box. Should get rather dull real quick. Already wasn't impressively sharpened out of box. Now, this isn't in a folder's intent and purpose, but I like to hard test my folder just so I know what I got. Just do a little batoning with it. Pick a better side. Like I said, there's really no point in doing this. We're just going to see how much work we can do before it dulls it down. So we're just going to act like we're breaking this tree down for whatever reason. Blade seems to be already dull. Check out this tip. Again, this is HCR 13 MOV or HCR 14, I forget which one. Basically the same thing. It's gonna be a great utility still. For use like this, it won't hold up. Tip's still looking good. See if we still doing some pretty decent shaving. Let's see. Just do some drilling here. Tip seems to still be holding up. Like I said, this isn't really an important test, but you could use this to make shavings, like a fuzzy stick or something like that. Yeah, it's getting harder. It's probably dulling up now. Alright, so that's gonna end this part of the video. I'm gonna take it back in. I'm gonna do a little bit of cardboard cutting and paper cutting test. The paper and cardboard cutting test will be after I've done this. So we're gonna check out how good that edge held up, and I'm gonna show you the tip after all the stabbing tests. So as always, this has been Acclaimed Sheepdog. Thank you. What's going on, guys? So this is the part where I show you how to use the wave feature. I'm wearing dark colored pants, so I realize it's hard for you to see, so I just set up a light and try to so you could try to see. This is how it carries in the pocket. Tip down. You can do left tip down also, but it is orientated for tip down only. Left or right handed. So this is how the wave feature works. See that tip right there? I'll show you that when we get back to tabletop. Well, this tip right here will catch on your pants. When you go to pull the blade out, it will deploy. Okay? So that's the Ernie Emerson patented way feature. So I'm just going to do a run through real quick and show you how to do it. Let me just move up so you can see. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can just grab right here at the very top of the knife. That didn't work so well. Okay, let's try that again. I'll deploy. Or you can go down into your pocket and grab it and deploy it. Sometimes they'll get hung up on your pants. The Spyderco wave is the best so far. It comes out so easily and doesn't get hung up on your pants. So there it is again. Do it again. Okay, just grab this upper part, kind of pull up and backwards. The blade will deploy as you're pulling it out. Okay, one more time and we'll move on. Okay, hope you got to see that. Move on to the next part. Thank you, guys. Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back out from inside and we're gonna run through this. Video's getting long, so we're just gonna run through this real quick. I got a piece of paper and a piece of cardboard, so I'm gonna run through this piece of cardboard real quick, then we'll try this piece of paper, do the paper test and see where we're at. You can see it's not really cutting with these. That could be the grind on the blade, or it's just dull. We'll see when we get to the paper, but it's cutting, just not with these. This is thicker cardboard also. Try to just plunges through it. Okay. Let's do this paper test real quick. Still a nice utility edge. Definitely gonna need sharpened big time, but still doing it. How about that for HCR 13 MOV? You saw I was batoning against that. See if we can dig it in nice. There you go. Like I said, definitely needs sharpened, and it wasn't amazingly sharp out of the box, but considering what we just did with it, that's impressive in my book. Okay, so we're gonna go to the tabletop part now. Sorry this video was so long, and I'm sorry that the part outside didn't get a real good close-up of what I was doing, but you get the idea of what I was doing. So we're gonna move the specs, and I'm gonna show you the blade after beating on it like that. So again, thank you. See you at tabletop.